Yo, what's up, my fellow trainers? This is Trainer Red here, and today I'll be doing a new video, Platinum End versus Death Note. So obviously they're not owned by me, they're owned by the same creator and artist. I'm gonna insert like a picture of their name because I don't wanna butcher it, and I'm gonna insert the video of the studio that's on them because I don't want my video to be taken down due to copyrights. And warning, there will be spoilers. So how I came to know Death Note and Platinum End, I feel like many people will relate to with me, but Death Note basically is one of the huge and most popular anime in the world. Back in 2014, I was like crazy 10 years ago, I was officially like announcing that I love anime. And yeah, I saw one of my I believe it was Sarah or David bought the Death Note, like the actual book. So yeah, and I intrigued by it, so I just started to watch it. I feel like for many of us, because it's so popular, Death Note is either the first or like a series that we watch or read the manga for. So yeah, I started to watch it. I feel like I face this issues sometimes with the, not that it's the problem with the creator or artist, but I noticed that even that with Bachman, either I will be so fast when watching Death Note or Bachman, or like even reading it, I will be so fast, not taking break, or it will take me a while, because especially because that there is so much word into it. But yeah, like so many reading since that, because especially I was so busy with college and everything, it took me a while to finish the anime and even collecting the manga, especially because at that time I didn't have the best source of income, so it took me a while. But yeah, I was either watching it like super fast or super slow. But anyways, after like a couple of months, I really started to appreciate Death Note more. Especially I was at first so against Light, and then I had a talk with one of my friends, and like she convinces me that Light is a nice character and good character, and then I became obsessed with him, because at first I was like so Team L. So yeah, after that I became so majorly obsessed and appreciated Death Note so much more. And like, oh my god, just binge reading the final volume and everything. Anyways, but yeah, I really appreciate it. And Platinum, and I remember like it was advertised. I saw the advertisement in 2021, and I was so major excited, especially because it's from the same duo that did Death Note and Bachman, and I'm obsessed with them, especially Bachman. So yeah, and I decided to give it a chance, finally give it a chance in 2022. They are like because I feel like it's kind of similar to Death Note, but kind of different, like they're the opposite side. So I was interested in that, but after watching it, like I felt disappointed, because I felt like it was trying to be edgy and stuff. Not none of the characters were nice and stuff compared to Death Note. So I was super duperly slow with it. At first, I even before like watching it, I wanted the manga. Thank God I didn't get any of the volumes, because I would hated it. But let me say, the art style is so amazing. So story for Death Note, I'm sure a lot of you guys heard it, but let me give you a quick summary. If it's about a high school student who find the Death Note, and he was super duperly bored, and he thought that by using the Death Note he will create a better world and become the god of the new world. So but after using it so much, he started to be more corrupted and using it for his like advantage, or like without killing innocent people. And throughout it, he met a rival named L, and many stuff that happened. After that, he accomplished his goals, but new rivals came ahead, and after that, he died. I feel like even though I like Light, but I really did enjoy the story, and I like love Light, I mean by that, but I feel like the story of him dying makes sense. And I know the anime have changed it compared to the manga, But honestly, I prefer Light death in the anime more in the manga. I was shocked when I saw the ending in the manga of the way he died. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I really prefer the way that Light died in the anime than the manga, because I feel like he died with dignity. So what I liked about the story of Death Note is like, yeah, you do bad things, but at the end of the day, why can't I speak all of the sudden, you will get what you deserve and die, because what Light did is so wrong. The story of Platinum End is kind of the opposite of Death Note, because in Death Note, what I forgot to mention is like it has shinigamis, but in Platinum End there is like, it's the complete opposite. Instead of shinigamis, it have angels, and the protagonist was had a terrible life, and he wanted to commit suicide, but an angel stopped him. And due to the high rating of suicide in Japan, they're chosen in the Japan to, like, the god of is bored and want a new god, so they have a limit of a year or more to find the new god. So yeah, the people who are like trying to commit suicide, suddenly like an angel comes with them, and they can have an arrow, and that arrow is different, making someone fall in love with you, or like a lot of like stuff you can kill with it. And yeah, it's kind of really hard to explain. Basically, like choosing a new god, and after that, like the person will become god, but in the ending, all of them died. Like, why? It was such a waste of time and depressing, really, but yeah, this is the major difference between them. In Death Note, I have consumed the anime, the manga, one of the live action Japanese series, not that awful English series. Never watch it, never will. And this year, even I read the side story, finally got my hands on it. It took me a while to get it, but yeah, but with the Platinum End, I only have watched the anime and didn't buy the manga and don't want to. So let's start with our protagonist or antagonist. I don't know what to call Light, but anyways, Light is a high school student that is really intelligent and bored of the world. So he just he found the Death Note and use it. So throughout the series, you see his intelligence peeking through, and how he wanted just to create a better world. But like with that, he became completely corrupted and started to using it without just to kill like these criminals. He started to use it for his own game and playing the cat and mouse game with L, and after that with Nero and Mellow, which is not that interesting compared to L. But anyways, even throughout the series, you see Light intelligent. Even when he lost his memories, he's really good at prediction, manipulating people, and everything. Mirai, on the other hand, is a kid who parents died, and but it was a murder with his aunt and uncle, and they treat him basically like shit. So he wanted to commit suicide. But then Nasa, I believe her name, I hope I didn't butcher it, she helped him out and gave him the arrows and everything. He basically chose everything. But he didn't want to, he found after that the truth. But he never want to kill people, because that is wrong, which is an okay goal. And he's like so blunt compared to Light, honestly. But like I say, because there are so many corrupted people in Platinum End, so him not using it doesn't make sense. I feel like if they went to like the route that Tokyo Ghoul went, is the protagonist like Kaneki never wanted to become a ghoul. It was hard for him to accept that. But throughout the series, you see him slowly giving in. That's what makes Tokyo Ghoul and Kaneki's character more interesting compared to Mirai, who doesn't do anything. Even like when he could, he let the girl die because he didn't do anything. He was just sitting there. So Mirai is just a plain character. Like there is this cancer guy, which he was a better character than him. So I feel like he's the only outstanding character in the series. Mirai's character is not interesting. He doesn't do anything. He just do it for the plot or someone dragging him there. I feel like he's so bland compared to Light. Rivals. Our rivalry with Light is one of the most famous in the anime history. You see them play that cat and mouse game. Suddenly he's suspicious of him, but the other find a way that not make him suspicious. It's really just an interesting dynamic between them, and one that deserves to be popular. And even after that, L is himself. While many people love him, he's not that a great of a like a human being, because he broke the law multiple times, think that criminal to appear on TV and for Light to kill him. So that was like he got that man like killed. And even that, the way that he installed Light camera without even permission, which is legal in Japan, just to watch him, like that's not good. L. And even the way he touched Misa, her without her consent. Yes, it was for him to get the phone, but even so, it's wrong. L is not a great character, but that's the point of like Death Note. There's no good guy. They all are corrupted people. You can argue, is Kennedy a rival or not? Is there is even a rival in Platinum End? But one thing I will say about the anime, it shows amazing voice actors for Platinum End. And yeah, Kanade is the rival. He wear this mega suit and to be a hero. He manipulate people and let the police be by his side. And he use his powers so well. But after that, you discover his goal. His goal is like to make his sister come back to life. He have this sister complex. I didn't like that much, and yeah, he want to make a world a better place. So like the rich, not a world a better place. He want to get rid of poor people and make it for rich people. So yeah, because he feel like they're disgusting. He was interesting at the beginning, not that much, and after that he died and someone was controlling him, was not good. He's like nothing compared to L. Obviously L is so much better. So this is difficult to talk about because the author of Death Note don't usually give the women thoughts and knows the character or anything. Even in Bachman, which I feel is better example of him writing better character, they still take a lot from Death Note and it's worst at Platinum End. Let's talk about Misa. Misa is a character that she's obsessed with Kira and Light, and she will do whatever she asks her. But we've seen her intelligent side when she was trying to tell Light in Sakura TV, which Sakura TV is also in Platinum End, which I thought like is a really intelligent way of tying them together. So we've seen Misa's character intelligent side, but Saki on the other hand, she's just the same as Mirai, and like them being childhood friend and him giving her like I forgot what it's called, how it's kept alive, I don't know, for all of these years. And when she saw him about to die, she also wanted to die, but then she gains power. And another thing is like this cat suit that they put her in, like why the tail? Like I understand maybe the ears are for protection or something, but yeah, what they said, I feel like they're just sexualizing her, which the author tend to do that a lot. Start talking about shinigamis and angels. Ryuk, first of all, I feel like Ryuk became one of those iconic characters. Ryuk was bored, so he dropped the Death Note, and after that he became with Light, but he doesn't help him out unless like it's involve Apple, and he was just bored and want to be entertained, so he's seeing what things goes up. At the end of the day, what happened to Light, he just wrote his name in the Death Note. Male Angel, which I feel like the only reason I like him because he's played by one of my favorite voice actor, and that is Tanjiro's voice actor. He has a crush on Saki and he would always help her out and stuff like that. And to see him like doing his best and like developing knowledge just to get a high ranking and to be the only angel that cry was nice. But as I said, I feel like I only feel that way because he's played by one of my favorite voice actors. So yeah, but at the end he also like died, as all of them did. A female Shinigami, Rem had a crush on Misa, and she died protecting her. Whenever Light did something, she interfered and pushed him to help Misa. This is why the plan came to be, just for her. And but at the end of the day, she even though she was irritated with Light, she did all of that just for Misa, and she died protecting her. And that I feel like add depth to the Shinigami world, because if they help human they end up dying. But on the other hand, I say I'm sorry if I butcher her name, but she helped Mirai out a lot, and she doesn't want him to die, and even at some point she even pushes him and let him discover the truth. She's more involved than Ryuk, and she is one of the strongest. However, we never find out why. At the end of the day, even her goal doesn't make sense. Like the angels don't suffer or get come up in, as the Shinigami do, because when they help human out, they die. But angels not. They low their ranking, but like Naise, like came her ranking back so quickly, which doesn't make sense. Angel's character, I feel like, are not that interesting, even though they're based on greed and stuff like that. Their power are still the same. Shinigami were done so much better, and like even though they were like not that involved in the story, it was better for that reason. The angels tend to explain or help the human out. So the father in Death Note is actually Light father, but he have morals and he stick to them. He's the only one, or like he argues out of all of them with L the most. He even when he did have the Shinigami eyes, he refused to use them, and he did so much and sacrificed himself a lot multiple times throughout the series. And the father figure in like Platinum End is this cancer guy. He is hiding his cancer, and as I said, he is like the most interesting character in Platinum End. He even sacrificed himself when like to get rid of the Kadene, I believe his name, so the world can become a better place for his family. So I feel like I kind of prefer like Light Father, but even that one, he is really more interesting than all of these characters in Platinum End. Other Light rival or L successor, Near and Mellow, they are really interesting compared to the scientists. They L death affected them so much, and they try to kind of in a way help each other out, even they don't want to say it. And in the end of the day, Mellow's death was a huge part with Near solving the case. But the scientist, he's really this intelligent guy, and he got everything that he wanted in his life, and he was feeling empty and he wanted to commit suicide. The point of the series, it was so dialogue heavy and like about stuff like that are kind of hard to tackle because people have different views and everything. What is our purpose and how life is created, is even there is God or not. So yeah, and I feel like Death like Platinum End was trying to be edgy for the sake of it. Like it didn't let it breathe, while in Death Note it know when to be edgy and when to be serious for the sake of it. But Platinum End is just like something after another. So yeah, I feel like that's why like Death Note is so much better. Platinum and should have got a chance and could have been better, but in the end it was wasted. And in the ending, like Death Note ending is so much better because he got what he deserved, and we saw the aftermath of people worshipping Light. but in Platinum End, all of them like died, and we felt like, why did we witness all of that just for them to die? Like, that doesn't make sense whatsoever. So yeah, that was my opinion, guys. Tell me down below, what do you think? Is there anything that I missed covering? Why can't I speak? And who do you prefer, Death Note or Platinum End? Who are your favorite characters? Share this video with a friend. If you truly enjoy watching my video and think it's worth it, give it a thumbs up. If not, please don't. And if you guys like this video, please check out my other videos. I'm not saying that because of views. I just want you guys to see, am I worth subscribing or not? If I'm worth it, subscribe. If I'm not, please don't. I'm saying that because I hate wasting your precious time. And if you guys decide that I'm worth it, which I doubt many of you will, since I'm lame, hit on that bell so you know whenever I upload a video. And that's it, guys. Love you. Bye.